good to see you again. Those items from that small cabinet are real gems, aren't they? This, though, is my personal favourite from the entire exhibition. The lesser-known troubles in Belfast between 1920 and 1922 were a vicious and sectarian black mark on the history of this city. Just under 500 people died in just over 2 years of violence. This remarkable item tells the story of one of those victims, possibly in response to the murder of a man called Thomas McCafferty on board a tram on the Falls Road the previous day. A gang of 9 IRA members visited Garrett's Cooperage in Little Patrick Street in Belfast. The armed men entered the premises in the middle of the afternoon and asked the men to declare their religion. One man identified himself as a Catholic and was duly freed, while the 4 men who identified themselves as Protestants were brutally gunned down. 3 of the 4 Protestant Coopers were fatally wounded that afternoon. They were Thomas Maxwell of Durham Street, shot in the chest, Thomas Boyd of Louisa Street, and William Patterson of Fraser Street in East Belfast, who was shot in the head. The men were taken to the Mater Hospital in Belfast, where they subsequently died. For William Patterson, however, this had been a cruel and pathetic end to a life which had previously saw him serve through the horrors of the First World War with the 36th Ulster Division. Sapper William Patterson enlisted, like many others, at the Old Town Hall in Belfast during April 1915, and he served with the Royal Engineers 121st Field Company. He was hospitalised for a period in 1917 due to rheumatic fever, and again in August 1918 after suffering from the effects of a mustard gas attack. Despite these obstacles, Patterson emerged from the other side of the war to end all wars, only to be shot dead in his place of work and in his home city. A memorial frame for William Patterson, which is now in the custody of the Linen Hall Library, contains his war medals, some handcrafted postcards, and a handcrafted wooden plaque with the sobering reflection, "Survived Armageddon, murdered at Belfast." I recently tracked down his grave at Dundonald Cemetery in East Belfast, where again a sharp inscription can be found on the headstone. "In loving memory of my dear husband, William, murdered at Belfast, 19th of May, 1922. By the time you see this frame in person, it will have been professionally conserved specifically for this project, and we're grateful to the Shared History Fund and to Sean Madden for making this frame fit for display once again. I hope you're enjoying this video content so far. There's one more for you to explore, which is upstairs, and it will show some highlights from an event which we had recently here at the Linen Hall Library, which we called The People's History of Partition.